Before the big smartphone explosion, you could pretty much rely on one manufacturer to produce the goods when it came to making some solid devices with high-end features for the discerning user. Back when the iPhones and Samsung Galaxies of the world were just twinkles in the eyes, there was one manufacturer who ruled the roost. That manufacturer was the legend from Finland, the one that could seemingly do no wrong, churning out wave after wave of iconic and often bizarre products which dominated the marketplace every year. The star of this video can be seen as one of the last great hurrahs for its era. A phone billed as the computer in your pocket, and one which went on to sell by the bucket load. This is the Legends of Tech series, and this is my look back at the Nokia N95 8GB. When this phone was released, I remember it being one of the most popular devices around, and looking back, it's easy to see why. Despite being chunky by today's standards, at the time, the N95 8GB showed off a pretty killer spec sheet with a 332MHz dual ARM 11 processor, 3D graphics hardware accelerator, a QVGA 2.8-inch display with 143 ppi pixel density, a 5MP Carl Zeiss autofocus camera complete with an LED flash, and 480p video recording. It also had 8GB of onboard storage, Wi-Fi, and a decent sized 1200mAh battery amongst its highline features. With no touchscreen to be seen, the phone instead made use of a cool dual slide design, with a gentle push upwards revealing its T9 numeric keypad, and then a pull downwards revealing dedicated media keys for music and video. The brains behind the operation was the then excellent Series 60 Symbian operating system, seen here in version 9.1, and looking back at it now, it's really amazing to see how far things have come, but at the same time, I'm still genuinely surprised at how usable and intuitive it is to use. In Symbian we had true multitasking, with a dedicated Symbian menu key allowing you to switch between apps at the click of a button, similar to how we do things now with iOS and Android. Once mastered, typing on the T9 keyboard allows you to punch out text messages and emails with ease. Alright, so the screen was a little lacking compared to the excellent Sony Ericsson displays at the time, with colours looking muted and text a little bit garish. But for watching videos and browsing your favourite websites and photos, this was a serviceable and easy to live with display. Apps wise, there was a huge library of useful applications, which were packed into neat sys files which you could install in an instant, would aid with productivity. From word processing to cool games, the N95 8GB made it truly feel like this was a computer in your pocket. And when you got bored of those built-in themes, you could just go online and choose from a huge array of fan-based themes to alter the look and feel of the phone to suit your own taste. This is a glimpse of the future here, with custom wallpapers and even icons changing to truly allow a unique look for everyone. Onto photos and video, multimedia was where the Nokia aced it, with the ability to fill that generous 8GB of non-expandable storage with your favourite pictures, video and music. Pushing down to reveal the media controls and switching to landscape mode, the phone turned itself into a cute and portable media device, capable of playing your favourite MP4 or Windows Media video files, MP3, WAV or AAC music, and even Word, Excel and PowerPoint documents if you needed. Those handy media buttons allowed you to keep the screen free to enjoy your favourite content, and I like the small touches like the headphone jack being placed at the longer edge so the wire didn't poke awkwardly from the right hand side of the phone in landscape mode. And talking of audio, the phone shipped with an adapter so you could use proper headphones with a 3.5mm headphone jack, something which we've come to take for granted it is slowly being removed from the flagships of today. Additionally, another feature which is hard to come by these days, stereo speakers, flank the left and right sides of the display. As well as being a nice addition to the feature set, they really sounded good too, with excellent wide separation and great clarity even by today's standards. Sure, they were in the wrong place for the landscape mode, but this never stopped me enjoying the full-bodied sound they produce when enjoying music or video. When you wanted to go and explore the great outdoors, the N95 8GB allows you to capture life's great moments with the excellent 5MP autofocus camera, complete with Carl Zeiss optics. Nokia had long been a pioneer for great phone cameras, and the one fitted to this phone was no exception. Images were clear and colourful, With the excellent autofocus, you were able to capture some really excellent shots. Moving on to video, and okay, 480p is not going to wow the nation in this age of 4K capable cameras, but in its own way the videos at least looked smooth, and a feature we sorely miss even in today's flagships, video stabilization, was even on board here. This helped to smooth out shaky footage, and whilst the finished video has clearly aged due to its low resolution, it's not all as bad as I was imagining it to be. And where it mattered most, as a phone to make calls and tapping out endless text messages, the N95 8GB had it in the bag, with excellent call and signal strength and an easy to use keyboard which once mastered was really intuitive and pretty adept at guessing those words with the T9 predictive text feature. Its ability to remember and then store unknown words was a great feature and was something Nokia had mastered since they introduced it several years earlier in the Nokia 3310. At the time, this represented one of the very best smartphones you could get and was a real showcase for Nokia's expertise in building a great device with an awesome suite of features. But sadly, the end was near, with the iPhone looming not too far in the distance, ready to begin a smartphone revolution which changed the course of the market as we know it today. Slowly and sadly, Nokia's fortunes began to dwindle, leading to the eventual sale to Microsoft and the end of a huge era of success for what is arguably one of the most iconic phone brands in the world. Of course, Nokia is now back into HMD Global's watchful eye, but you cannot deny the N95 8GB was, and in some ways still is, one of the greatest smartphones ever made and a worthy inclusion as #1 in this series of Legends of Tech. Join me next time as we embark on a trip to the Google history books, where we take a look at an Android icon which is still held so dear to many purists today. But for now, this will be my look back at the true legend of the tech world. And if you enjoyed, please don't forget to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next thrilling installment in the Legends of Tech series. But for now, my name is Mr. West, and this has been my look back at the Nokia N95 8GB, and I will catch you guys later.